people and all that in one school together isn't that doesn't quite fulfill the definition of integrated.
I wish it was good news that we were going to talk about, but it isn't.
Yesterday, after Hilton was sent out of 2 different classes for disruptive behavior, he was dismissed from school. To be readmitted, one of his parents must come with him.
I've gotten passes now twice within the last week saying he won't work in class. I don't know what he's in math for.
I told him, I
He said
said,
he's not doing work.
I said,
not
Not doing work. That's what she called him.
I told her, I said, if you tell the truth for the line, why she didn't do your work?
Well, I do the work, but if you talk, she calls him not doing work.
Well, you're not supposed to talk in class. You're supposed to listen. I've been a student too.
No.
And I said exactly.
There's a time to talk.
And right, and you're not supposed to talk in class.
I think part of the problem is when he's got detentions over his head, he's got any student happy. But you're getting these things because you're not following the simple, basic rules. So we got a cycle going here, and then of course the more it happens, the more he doesn't like what's happening, and so he blames it on the school.
Do you think that this has had an impact on him, this discussion?
I guess so. When he seems to say he doesn't have a problem. Well, acting like, no, he ain't got no problem. He can do his work if he wants to.
Do you think he's on his way to dropping out?
No, I don't think so. If he's on his way to drop out, he'll never drop out. I know he's in my house.
He's doing well, relatively well in reading and study skills. It shows that if you get him working by himself, and you get him where a teacher can be back and forth to him personally, at least a few times during the hour to check up on how he's coming or answering questions, that, you can get some progress out of him.
His skills aren't real high, but that's because he doesn't necessarily practice his skills. Those don't seem to be a priority for him, for whatever reason.
And up to 20% of the kids at Central might fall into that category.
I feel that there are days when I go home feeling that way.
This is the 5th year Bill Steinmeier's taught English at Central.
My attitude, I think, is still positive. It's still upbeat. But inside, I have my doubts, but I push it out of the way. And then I'll blame myself sometimes. I'll say, well, Steinmeier, you're just not teaching. You could be doing something else. You could be getting their attention in another way. Okay, now there's one other thing I got to tell you. I think 4 more years ought to do it for me. I think I'm going to be ready to move on to something else. I don't know how teachers can do it for as long as they do. We've got teachers that have been here for 20, 25 years. I think it's a miracle.
Teachers are saying
that you're singling out certain people, and why didn't you choose so-and-so for the first?
Anyway, I'll number them 1 through 74,
okay,
and choose 2 of them at random.
Then that sounds good.
And tell me about April. Oh, that's her too?
Yeah.
How'd you meet her?
Oh, at a college there. These are old pictures. This one is kind of recent. That's what I gave her for Christmas. That big beard. She's like a breath of fresh air every time. It's like being cramped up in a little cage. And every time I see April, I'm just like, it looks like we were made for each other,
What's it like being in love?
It's great, man. I mean, it's no feeling that I ever experienced before. I do want to get married. I want to have children. And I want to be, a father. I want to be, just having babies doesn't make you a father. Anybody can go out and make a baby.